All right, with these equations, we always want to make one of them opposites. Since these are both 2's, then it would be easier to just make one of these a -2, right? So I'm going to multiply the top by a -1. So everybody on the block gets the paper. I get -x minus 2y equals 5. And then I just bring this over. 3x plus 2y equals 17. And this is a -5 because I made everybody negative. I add this up, this cancels, and I get 2x equals 12. Then I divide by 2, and I get x equals 6. Okay? And now I just plug it in. Okay? 6 plus 2y equals 5. Minus 6 minus 6, 2y equals -1. Divide by 2, divide by 2, y equals -1/2. Right?
Dad, where do you get these at?
Hmm?
Where do you get these at?
The book. Okay, so 6 and -1/2, perfect. So we have an intersection at 6 and -1/2, and that is your intersection. Right, JJ?
Yeah, on our test yesterday.
Hard to focus when your back is to me. Okay? So, what?
On the test yesterday, can you just graph it instead of doing all that?
You have to do both. The problem is on the EOC, you have to be able to show them both. Okay? And eventually, I'm going to be giving you story problems where you have to turn this into. So you want to know how to do this. Okay? It's not hard. Think of it like this. What am I going to do? I want to turn this into opposites, right? One of them is negative and one of them is positive already. So how do I make this into a 3? If it's a -1. Focus, JJ. How do I make this into a -3 if it's -1? I could, except that's not going to make everything change, right? I have to do minus 2y, and then I'd have to do it to everyone, right? So the way I want to manipulate this equation is by multiplication. Okay? So what times 1 is 3? 3. This isn't hard, right? This is basic math. We're just taking what we know and using it. So it changes, it doesn't change anything, it just makes it look different. Okay? So this is 3x minus 3y equals -3. 3 times -3? Huh? Yes. There you go. Okay? And then I'm taking this guy and just bringing him over. 5x plus 3y equals 1. Then I add the 2. Okay? These cancel. That's the whole key. Canceling it out. Getting rid of a variable. When you want to solve a 2-variable equation, you need 2 equations. So that you can get rid of one variable. Once you get rid of one variable, you're left with one variable. And now it's easy to solve, right? What do we do? Divide. So x equals -1. All right, so I have half of it done. What do I do now to find y?
The same process you just did to get x.
Well, we could. We could do the same process. Or we can just plug it in. right? I could multiply this by 5, negative 5, bring it over, add them, get rid of the x's, and find the y, and do that. Or, since this is a nice neat number, it's not a fraction, right? Then I could just throw it in, right? So I could say x minus y, x, right, minus y is equal to negative 3. And then I add 1 to both sides, right? So I get negative y is equal to negative 2. So how much is y equal to? Negative y is equal to negative 2. Then what's y? Guys, come on. Focus. Divide by negative 1. Divide by negative 1. 2. I couldn't hear you. Sorry. I heard her say 1. Okay, so I have an intersection at negative 1 and 2. Okay? So help me through this last one. This one's going to be the hard one, okay? So this one we're going to be doing exactly what you just said. Well, maybe exactly. We'll see. Who knows? Might get lucky. So, what's easier to do? Find a number that 3 and 5 go into, or find a number that 2 and 7 go into?
3 and 5.
Yeah, it really doesn't even matter. They're both prime, so we're going to deal with them. So, 3 and 5? 15, good. So what times 5 is 15? 3. Okay? And so when we do that, we got 15x, then what?
Plus 3 times 2y. So then 3 times 2y would be 6y.
Perfect.
So 15x plus 6y equals negative.
You got it.
2. Negative 0.
Is this considered 4?
No. Alright, and then what do I multiply 3 by to get 15? 5. Now is that going to make it opposite if it's 15? I have to make it into a negative 15, right? So what would I multiply this by to get negative 15?
Negative 5.
Yeah. So then I got negative 15x. That's good. They're opposites now. And then just keep going.
Negative 35.
Yep. And then keep going.
Or positive 55. Negative 55.
Negative 55, yeah. There's no negative there. It's okay. Negative 55. Okay? Alright, and then we just add these up. These cancel. This is negative 29y equals negative 59. Or 58, sorry. And then,
Divide by 29.
yep. Negative 29, right?
Yeah. Then the 29's cancel out, which means y equals
Yeah, good job. Alright, so, then what? What does that mean?
plug it in now. I don't know.
That's it. Yeah, so which one you want to plug it in? Top or bottom?
Top.
Okay. So, 5x plus 2y equals negative 1. And y is 2. Do the math. I got 5x plus 4 equals 1. Oh, wait, negative 1. Sorry about that. Okay. Then what? No.
What?
Subtract, good.
Negative 1.
-4. Subtract 4, always opposite. 5x equals -5. Then what?
Divide by
Close?
negative
-1. All right, so where's your intersection?
2 and negative 1.
Close?
Or negative 1 and 2.
Yes.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same
Is
thing.
that right then?
Okay.
Look at,
Check the book.
Dan,
What?
look at 1719. Look at the final answer.
Nice. Check the book, make sure we did it right. -1 and 2. -1 and 2.
On 11.
-1 and 2. -1 and 2.
I was going to say on 11 too, but it's a negative 2.
-1 and -2. Yeah.